Welcome back again to my third place pod here on the newly formed My Third Place Network. This is episode 160. It is finally the weekend, and we have a huge episode today. I'm Evo,
I'm
of course,
Brandy.
and with me to
Greg.
talk about the first season and our favorite moments of the first season of Cobra Kai are Greg.
Hey,
Hey. And joining us this week is a friend of ours and another huge fan of the series. Welcome in, Mike.
Hey, what's up?
Hey, how's everybody's week going? How's the heat? How's this weather? Y'all are good? Y'all staying hydrated and everything?
yeah, but it's been complete hell, literally.
It got to 100 yesterday.
I saw this meme where Satan farted and like just fire all over the place. I'm like, what is this? What's going on? It's been disgusting outside. 90-degree weather all week. I haven't mowed the lawn. Like last time I
Man,
did that, it was very hot. I was just like, oh shit, heat stroke. Like, oh my
no,
god,
yeah, for real.
we're not doing this. So it's hot. It's hotter than, according to Alan Jackson, hotter than a what now? Coochie coochie intern. Oh man! Shout out to Alan Jackson for that one. Great job, man.
oh, shit.
Yeah.
Good
So
Lord.
yeah, what's going on, Greg? How's your week going, man?
It's been pretty good. I can't have no complaints except for the heat, but it's been it's been all right.
All right, Mike.
It's been pretty hot this week too, but I can take the heat. I'm more of a upper 80s, low 90s, but the 107 was a day.
Oh man, Brandy, you had some rain today at least, right?
Yeah, rain, which just makes it more humid. So, yeah,
Oh yeah, I feel those. But how was your week? How's everything?
pretty good. It's Friday, so I'm happy about that.
It's the weekend. Let's go. All right. As we all know, Cobra Kai is the continuation of one of the greatest underdog movies of all time. One of the greatest, arguably one of the greatest. There's other underdog movies out there, but the one we're preferencing is The Karate Kid, which premiered in 1984, starring Ralph Macchio as Daniel LaRusso, William Zabka as Johnny Lawrence, Elizabeth Shue as Ali Mills, Martin Cove as John Kreese, and the late great Pat Morita as Mr. Miyagi. The movie went on to make three more sequels, and I have to mention it, the reboot that we don't ever talk about, but someone else likes it, I guess. I, can you explain why you like that?
Already calling Mike out.
Already calling
Yes,
Mike out. Uh, you're the only one that likes it in this group. Tell us why, though, at least.
I don't know. I thought I had a good story.
Okay. Good story. All right. Um, hey, we all thought the same thing about the next Karate Kid, but not really.
I liked the next Karate Kid better than the reboot, though.
I mean, do you?
No, it's a girl. Come on. At least they did something different. And it had Mr. Miyagi. So,
Okay, fine. It had Mr. Miyagi. They did something different with the girl, but the villain, the antagonist, is oh god. Michael Ironside has done so much better. He probably owed somebody a favor. Oh, but who knows? Who knows? We're here to talk about Cobra Kai and how that went on. But first, the first episode, which was posted on YouTube for free, along with episode 2, had been viewed 5.4 million times within the first 24 hours. While it was
Wow.
noted that the response, yes, had been in part a result of YouTube releasing the episodes for free 6 years later, and is now at 144 million views.
Wow.
That's amazing.
Yeah, it
It
is.
is. I
Damn.
loved it. I had to go in there and like watch it the entire thing all over again just because. Like, I'll give it one more view. At least I was the one that helped a while back, 6 years ago. I'll do it again. Um, since its premiere in 2018, it has garnered 30 nominated categories and one win, being in 2023 as the best action series at the Critics' Choice Super Awards. So it's been nominated 31 times. It's been won one time. It's just like, what? Madison Gate Records released an extended play entitled Cobra Kai Wax Off, EP on July 23, 2021, featuring extended versions of 4 previously released tracks from the first 2 seasons' soundtracks. So Cobra Kai has its own soundtrack, and they've been going pretty good, but it's only been just for season 2. In 2022, Ralph Macchio published the memoir Waxing On, The Karate Kid and Me, in which he reflects upon the making of and legacy of the Karate Kid films and Cobra Kai. Waxing on, huh? Oh, right. Okay, that's sure, why not?
Sound
There
identical.
is there is a video game on PlayStation 4 called Cobra Kai: The Karate Kid Saga Continues, a video game based on the series, which was released for PS4, Xbox One, and Nintendo Switch on October 27, 2020, and for Microsoft Windows on January 5th, 2021. I didn't play it. I didn't get to play it because it cost money at the time. But just because I wanted to see how the gameplay was, I went to YouTube and people were already playing it. It was kind of a 16-bit graphic type, old school
Mm.
80s
Mm.
type of fighting game. So like, oh, okay, maybe I'll buy it. And then like I totally forgot all about it. But ever since then, 2 more video games have come out of Cobra Kai, and which are updated now. That includes season 5 characters. So maybe I'll buy those. I'll buy that one and see how the gameplay is.
I want to play that one.
Oh yeah. All right. So growing up watching these movies, there were 2 types of people. One that wanted to be like Daniel because they were getting bullied, or those that wanted to be like Johnny and do the karate just so that they can say that they knew karate. Did any of y'all want to do karate at all?
Nah.
No. Freddie?
I've always wanted to learn karate, but I've never done it. No.
Mike?
Karate, but I did boxing with my sister a couple years ago.
Oh my god. So
Oh.
just me. So just me. So yeah, I did that. I was getting bullied a lot in school, in elementary school, and my mom and dad are like, "Hey, defend yourself, dude, or either that or I'm changing you to another school." And they're like, doing all that. And then one day I'm outside playing with friends, and one of them threw a rock at a car passing by just to be as a prank, have fun with it. And they all ran except for me. I'm just like, oh shit. I didn't know where to go, so I hid behind a tree. The bad thing about that is that the tree was in front of this guy's house. He was coming home, and I got in trouble. I didn't do it though, but I got in trouble. Next thing I know, he's the guy that ended up teaching me karate and everything, and he was my sensei. And I'm like, I didn't do it, but I did end up knowing. I did end up learning and stuff. I was up to a red belt after that. I just didn't like been bounced around from state to state, and then came back to that one. Did the whole went to another country thing, and then came back and did the whole karate thing again with them. And it was fun. It was fun at the moment, at the time. He taught me a lot. Did the whole I did a super kick. I don't know if it was like a roundhouse kick. It was a roundhouse kick to this big guy, and I knocked him down. And I was just like, "Oh my god, that's fucking awesome!" Found out like weeks later he did that on purpose because he wanted to like make me feel better. I was like, "Oh, thanks, appreciate that." And I'm sitting there thinking I have the power. Yes, I did it. And he's all like I just like we needed you for motivation. Like everybody else was just like not hitting the guy, and then you did it, and I was like, oh, everybody else can do it. I was like, all right, cool, thanks, appreciate that. But
you
it
had
was
your real live Mr. Miyagi, really? That's cool.
he wasn't my real life Mr. Miyagi. He was just like a sensei, who would just like teach the entire neighborhood how to do karate for free, bootleg. Not for free, but like, hey,
So he was like Daniel.
yeah, you go to school with my daughter. She knows you, so she will vouch for you. And like, it was weird being in class with her and her like telling everybody, "Watch it, he knows karate," and I'm like, "Shut up." This is like in 6th grade, and I'm just like scared for my life. And this girl's telling everybody, "Go bully him," just for fun. I'm like, I'm gonna tell your dad. And I didn't, but like I still like don't do that to me. So yeah, that was my story. Next question: tell me how you all felt watching the Karate Kid for the very first time, and then decades later, this project that first appeared on YouTube, Cobra Kai, knowing that the Karate Kid fandom was still alive.
I discovered it at an early age. I'll say probably around about 9 or 10, and I instantly fell in love with it. And, I just thought it was a great underdog movie, even at that age. It was amazing to me. And then when I heard about Cobra Kai, I was like, I was intrigued. I was like, what are they gonna do though? Like, how are they gonna pull this off? And it's been amazing all the way up to this point, and I'm very excited for the new seasons. So, yep, that's my experience with it.
Yeah, that's cool. I love that. Felt the same way. The Karate Kid was fucking amazing. The soundtrack even more amazing. Like I wanted to be Daniel so bad because I'm just like this kid in school, like getting beat up. I didn't watch it in 1985, of course. It's like it came on TV one day, and I'm just like, "Ooh, mom, can I watch this movie?" It's like, "Yeah." After watching the Karate Kid, ooh, wax on, wax off, paint the fence all up and down. It's like I fear, like, oh, I know karate now. Yeah, everybody knew karate at the time. Like immediately, as soon as like they saw that movie, they went outside, like, let me do something to you. Hey, yeah. so, so it's like to me, it's like, oh shoot, I was like, I want to be him. Like, help me be him. Train me and all that stuff. And then for Cobra Kai, going back to the How I Met Your Mother episodes, like, oh, they're doing it because of that, right? That's funny. All right, cool. Can't wait. Like, I'll believe when I see it. And then the trailer comes on. I'm like, is this real? Is this for real? Is this really happening? Oh my god! So first episode shows up, and I'm looking for it, and I find it, and watching it the entire time. Just like my childhood right here. What is this? Let's go. This is what I've like my fandom when I was a kid. It's like I wanted to be a Karate Kid person. I wanted to be the Karate Kid, and now we have Cobra Kai, and like they're training kids and girls and all that stuff, and we're like, oh shit, hell yeah, it's inclusive. Let's go. So that was fun.
Mike, you ready for your answer?
No, you can go.
Well, I was a Ralph Macchio girl. I had a crush on Ralph Macchio, so that is why I watched Karate Kid, was solely because of that at that age. Now it's completely taken on a totally different meaning for me, and I loved just I fell in love with the movie itself. So Ralph Macchio brought me in, but when I watched the movie, I loved it. It's been one of my favorites. The soundtrack, like you said, love the soundtrack, except especially for Karate Kid 2. I love that soundtrack as well. So it's something that I've grown up with, and I've watched it numerous times over the however many. I'm not going to say how many years because I'm not going to say I'm old, but yeah, I've watched it numerous times. I've watched it with my kids, so it's just kind of been a thing. And when I first heard about Cobra Kai, wasn't on the YouTube Red. I had no clue about that, so I didn't know until I saw it come to Netflix, and I was like freaking out. I'm like Greg said, intrigued. Like, what is going to happen here? Like, how can they even do this? And I was hooked on the first episode, the ending of the first episode, and I was like, this is amazing and one of my favorite shows, and I love it. So I'm not wanting it to end, and I can't wait until the new season.
Yes. Mike?
Well, I didn't start watching Cobra Kai until my dad introduced me to the first one, and then me and my dad just been watching each karate show throughout the years.
Your dad introduced you? That's interesting.
Yeah, I didn't like. We were like looking for something to watch, and he saw Karate Kid, and he's like, "Have you seen this before?" I'm like, "No." So we just sat down and just started watching it, each episode as they came out. So then obviously I moved out of my house and I saw that there was more coming out, so I started watching them by myself, and I grew on to like Mr. Miyagi because I liked how he taught his students how to fight, how to defend himself. And then when Cobra Kai came along, I thought, okay, cool, another dojo. See how they train, and then how I saw them turn into like bullies is kind of tore me off to that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
The same.
Yeah, it's crazy how that changes. How it changed, should I say?
It did. So watching the first season, finishing it off and everything, and then the Karate Kid movie, remembering the Karate Kid movie, do we still relate to Daniel, or do we relate to Johnny more because of his environment and how he was raised?
I personally relate to Johnny.
I would be
Okay. Daniel?
Yeah, I would. Me too.
Johnny, yeah, because of Johnny, like finding out that Johnny's backstory is now, like, all right, his bad childhood and everything, and I was like, oh, hey, that was me, man. Why do I gotta feel bad for the villain now? And that's what every movie or TV show has been doing lately, like feeling bad, for the villain. So I'm like, no, I can't. So here I thought, oh, they're gonna do the same thing. We're gonna feel bad for Johnny, blah blah blah. He's such a loser. And then his entire 12-year-old backstory shows up, and I'm like, okay, where Johnny was right. And Daniel is the bully here. Like he shouldn't have
No,
done this
I
to
disagree. You know that.
no. Johnny was right all along. He
No.
saw that this new kid that didn't know anything from Newark, New Jersey, showed up at his beach and saw like, hey, let me talk to this girl, blah blah. And Johnny's all like, nah, no, get away from here. I'm still talking to her. She's still my girl. You move. And he's all
Typical
like, no. I was
guy.
like, you know what? Here, let me grab this radio, take it with you, okay? Let me talk to her. And he gave him the radio, and Daniel was like, I'm too weak. I can't. He fell down.
Oh, your theory.
That is true though. He did just pop up out of nowhere. Like he just moved into town and basically tried to take over though.
See?
Took homeboy
Oh my
girl.
god. Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So
My brother.
Okay, come on, Mike, you back me up here, right? Are you agreeing with me or are you agreeing with them?
What was the question again?
Oh my god.
Do you think Daniel, sorry, is really the bully now with Cobra Kai? Is what they're saying.
No, I don't think so.
Okay, good.
Okay, bye. But he did have that, like, he still does have to this day. It's like, I'm gonna fix this. It's like he has that hero complex now. As to back then, like he doesn't know how to like stop. He always has to. He has that Jersey Shore mentality that like I'm gonna do something stupid. Watch, watch this, watch this, watch this, watch this. Allie, watch this, watch this. And like, hey boys, what's going on? Blah blah blah. And he did that, and like, yeah, see, they can't touch me. Blah blah blah. Like, so he was bullying. He was trying to like bully them, and like we can't touch him. Our sensei says we can't touch him. And now it's just like, I'm gonna show him that he can't be here anymore because this is my town. Because he has an auto place.
Oh my gosh.
Hero superiority complex, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah. Agree or disagree?
I agree.
Of course he does.
Cause like he pulled the same crap in the sequel when he went to Tokyo or whatever. He stole somebody else again.
Wait,
A second
what?
time. Stole another woman. So
Part 2 was the same as part 1.
What? No.
Just like now he's the Karate Kid. Now he does know karate, but he's going to Okinawa, Japan.
Yeah, Japan.
Like,
yeah.
oh, hey girl, what's up? Oh, you have a boyfriend already? My bad. Like he's not my boyfriend though.
Wait, she did not have a boyfriend.
Chosen was the ex, no?
No.
Like Chosen wanted her.
He was a bully that wanted her, and she wanted nothing to do with him. Just the same as Allie in the first one. But you men think you know everything.
Oh, wow.
Dang.
And like Chosen was minding his own business, he's doing his own business. Here comes Daniel again. Is like, hey, what's going on, guys? Hey, did you know the scale is broken? It's fake. What? What do you mean? Oh no.
That's called integrity. That's called being honest.
That's called minding your own business.
Oh
like, don't.
God.
You came for a funeral. You should stay for a funeral. Don't mess with Japanese stuff. Don't mess with stuff like yours. And here comes Chosen. It's like, hey, you're like, what's up? And punch. Hey, I want you to hit this ice with your hand. Let's see if you can do it. I bet you can't. It's like, all right, watch me. So he did it. And it's like, like, no, man, I don't think I can. And then Mr. Miyagi's all like, no, you're gonna do it because you've been messing with him this whole time. You're gonna do it. Like, all right, I'll do it. So he did it, and once again, it's his fault that Chosen wanted to kill him.
Wow.
It's his fault that Mike Barnes wanted to throw him off a cliff. It's like, had he signed that contract, hey, you don't have to appear in the All Valley again. Just give me the chance. Give the other people a chance. Now you're a champion.
He had no business being on the hill in the first place. Mess with that buns I like, but mess with that buns I like that. But
Oh,
Oh, I can't wait to go through these movies again.
me either.
I think I'm gonna watch it tonight. I'm like,
There
I
you
I
go.
I think I want to watch them this weekend. Yep.
Let's do that. All right. Anybody else have any questions, Brandy?
Yeah, I have a question. Yeah. So my question is, if you were in a spot in a situation where you needed backup, who would you choose to be your backup? So your choices would be Hawk slash Eli and Miguel, Johnny and Daniel, Johnny and Miguel, or Daniel and Robbie, and why? I want to know why you would choose which pair to have your back.
Go ahead. Anybody? I already
Mike,
have
Mike,
mine.
Mike, you go first.
So I have their back.
No, they have your back. Like which pair do you want to have your back in a situation? Hawk and Miguel, Johnny and Daniel, Johnny and Miguel, or Daniel and Robbie?
Any combination of those guys.
Yeah.
No, not any combination. No, the pairs I picked. You have to pick out of those pairs. It's my question.
I would probably say Daniel and Robbie.
Daniel and Robbie.
Daniel and Robbie. Okay, why? Why would you pick Daniel and Robbie?
Well, because I like the way how Daniel, fights, because he learned it from Miyagi, and then he taught it to Robbie. So
In 3 days.
Yeah.
I like it. Yeah, in 3 days.
In 3 days.
Fast learner. Robbie is a fast learner. Leave it be. We're not.
Yeah.
Greg, what about you?
what's the choices again?
Hawk and Miguel, Johnny and Daniel, Johnny and Miguel, or Daniel and Robbie?
I'm gonna say Johnny and Daniel, just because
Okay.
of the experience factor and the
Okay.
two different styles of karate will clash, you know. So that would be a good matchup. I mean, matchup to have my back in a situation like that.
That would be my.
That's awesome. That's awesome because that's exactly mine. That was my choice, and because it's the best of both worlds. Sorry, Mike. What were you saying?
That would be my second.
His second
His
choice.
second choice.
I'm
What about you?
surprised. I'm surprised you didn't put in as an option the deadliest one in there. I mean, poor Sam.
No, because this is season 1. This is season 1 we're talking about.
We still saw that ending.
No, she was not fighting yet. She does not. I was basing this on season 1.
Basing it on season 1. Okay, so
Sam has not started fighting yet. So
I'm gonna pick Johnny and Miguel because Johnny strike first, strike hard. Yeah, it's like Daniel knows defense, Johnny knows offense. Like Daniel is there to defend himself. Johnny is there to strike first, and he's teaching Miguel. Daniel and Robbie are like teaching, like going back to the upside down stance from Star Wars, where he's just like, use the Force. You do not fight. You let him come to you, and you defend yourself. As to Johnny and Miguel, like you can go around it and sweep the leg and stuff.
I like that you all had different answers.
We did.
That's awesome. I like that.
Great.
All had different views, except for me. And me and Greg did. Like I said, that was the same. Yeah, that was my choice too, because best of both worlds. You get Daniel, and then you get Johnny, and they both have their own way of teaching and their own way of fighting. So yeah.
All right. We have mail. Like I'm gonna do it right now. Hold on, because it segues right into it. All right, thank you very much. Hi E, two things. One, I think you asked recently what our favorite part of season one was, and for me, it was the cafeteria scene when Miguel shows off his newly acquired karate skills. Everyone took notice, and he was able to start putting those bullies in their place. He was able to finally start putting those bullies in their place. That was a pivotal moment, and when I really started getting invested in the show, that's everybody right there. Two, I enjoyed yet another great episode of your podcast, driving back from LA on Monday. I loved the breakdown and analysis as always, and I loved the song Desiree that you featured by Andler or Andely.
Aw, love it.
Oscar, we apologize for butchering your name. Oh, Anderly.
There
I
you go.
immediately downloaded it, and after I got back home, it's so great how you support other podcasters and artists. You are a gem, E. Until the next episode, much love to you and Brandy. D. Thank you, Don. And
We
on
love
that,
Dawn.
yes, we do love Don. And on that note, there were a lot of favorite moments on the show in the first season. One of the most obvious, of course, I'm going to go ahead and say it. We're going to talk about that. The cafeteria scene in episode 5, Counterbalance. Everybody agree with me? Yes?
Yeah.
Y'all
That
loved it?
that was my number one. Yep.
Everybody's number one. I mean, not everybody. Just like mine too. Mike, Greg, what do you guys think?
Would be my second.
You're second. Okay.
Ooh.
You're
Okay.
second. Wow.
I can't wait to hear first one.
Okay, another favorite of mine was the episode 4. I think it was Skeleto, the skeleton episode. It just brought back a lot of memories of Karate Kid. Is throwbacks of Johnny wearing the skeleton outfit, Daniel getting the triggered. It's all like, oh shoot, what's going on? Who's wearing the skeleton outfit? Oh no, I must stop this. And he sees the flyers, he sees everything, and then instead of throwing back to what Karate Kid did, Miguel gets his ass kicked, of course, by Kyler and his friends. But that was a very great moment. No, it wasn't episode 4; it was episode 3. But that was a great moment. It just it went back to the first movie. It was a lot of Easter eggs in there. The skeleton outfit on Halloween, everything. Like it was really one of my favorite moments. Of course, was that as well.
Except they were missing somebody wearing the shower.
Yeah, there's no need for
Or
a
being
shower.
a shower.
Nobody was trying to hide at the moment,
That's true.
as opposed to Karate Kid when Daniel was trying to hide.
That is true. That's true. Greg, you didn't say. I didn't even hear Greg say about the cafeteria scene.
What was your favorite moment, Greg? One of your favorite moments.
One of my favorite moments of the first season, or just the show.
The first season, sir.
I would say the transformation of Eli into Hawk.
Yes.
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 You know, just how he was treated, and then he just
He got
became a badass.
Took
I
a
love
shot. Took
Yeah.
a shot and believed, and just like a throwback to all the '80s
exactly.
bullies back then, like saying stuff like "Alpha," like have her come to me first, and all this shit.
Right.
It's like it was really funny as hell.
I love that. He flipped the switch. I love that. I didn't even think of that, but I love that. Yeah.
Brandy, yours?
Well, we know cafeteria scene was my first, but my other favorite moment top favorite moment is the bonding between Daniel and Johnny. It was in episode 9, different but same. Obviously, I love that whole episode with them bonding and going back down memory lane. But my favorite part in that is when they're in the car and REO Speedwagon comes on and they sing together, jam out together. I love that part. I don't know why, but I love that part, and that them bonding. I love that. That's my second favorite moment of the first season.
Yeah, it was pretty awesome. I loved it too. Them bonding with beer and then looking out on Facebook saying like talking bad mouthing Allie and her new husband, like talking to each other. It's like, yeah, remember our ex-girlfriend and blah blah blah. Like, look who she's with now, and like, what kind of name is Schwab? Schwab or whatever that last name was. Like,
Schwab. Yeah.
And like, she dated a loser. Like, he sounds like a loser, and Daniel agreed. Like, yeah. It was like the first time they're like actually agreeing on something is because of their ex-girlfriend.
Their bonding was great. I loved it. It gave me hope for them to become besties.
Of course. And it's like, yeah, it was different but same. Like that's what they were too. It's like different but the same. They didn't have a father, and their father figure was their senseis. Like, one taught them good, the other one taught them how to survive.
Exactly.
Well, and Daniel just even learning the little things like he didn't know about him, like about his stepdad, and he thought that he grew up in this great whatever, and or Johnny grew up the whatever way he did, and he didn't, and Daniel found that out and kind of was like, oh, okay. So yeah, just that whole episode was really good.
That other episode, the final episode of the season, the tournament was great. The beginning, the cold intro was great. Like, all of that, everything was perfect. And then we get to the ending, and the camera does the whole thing where there's a shadow over the guy's face. Like, you don't see him. He walks forward. It's the big reveal. John Kreese is back. We've all assumed he's been dead the entire time throughout the entire season because Johnny's all like, he's dead. Oh, he died. He's dead. He's dead. Like, he looks over in the final season, the final episode, he looks over at a picture of him, and we're like, oh, yeah, I remember that. Triggered. Yeah, oh, no. Like, bad things happened when he was there. And, like, why do you want to remember that? And then we get to the final spot, and we're like, oh no, oh no. And as he's talking, we're all like, we know who it is as he's talking. He's like, oh no. And then he goes forward, the big reveal, and it's him, and I'm just like, that's it? We want more.
Yeah.
It wouldn't be a cliffhanger if it didn't end that way.
It wouldn't be a cliffhanger, that's true. And it was the most greatest cliffhanger on a show that I've ever seen. Like, one of my favorites so far on Cobra Kai.
Not mine. But I won't give any spoilers because we're not there yet.
All right. Okay, no problem. There was another one. Yeah. There was another one, but I forgot which one it was. Anybody else?
Mike said he had a number one, and it wasn't the cafeteria. I want to know what it is.
Well,
Mike, what's your number one?
You were just talking about the last fight during the tournament. I liked how it did like a reenacting of Daniel's fight when he was a kid. How it played similar.
Yeah.
Oh, like how they stole Miguel stole his move, his famous
the crane kick.
The crane kick.
Yeah, like like if you watch like any movie, you get the two main characters, and they were gonna face each other at the end, and it was gonna play out. Now you're like sitting on the edge of your seat, saying, "Okay, who's gonna win?"
Yes.
So that
Yeah.
final fight, yeah. And it like I actually thought that Daniel was gonna win and Daniel and Robbie were gonna win. Like, oh, they wouldn't do the redemption scene, would they? Like that? Like, okay, so Johnny wins. Oh, okay. He did redeem himself. That's pretty awesome that they did that.
I
Like, I
thought
wasn't expecting that win at all.
I wasn't either. I thought for sure it was going to be Robbie. I did too. What about you guys, Mike, Greg? What did you think?
I had a feeling it was gonna be Miguel.
Nice. Greg?
Yeah. I don't even remember that fight. It's been so long since because I watched the first season when it was on YouTube. I didn't watch it on Netflix, so it's been a long time.
It's been a while. Yeah.
Yeah, and I don't have Netflix no more, so, so I couldn't go back and watch it.
All right, fine.
I'm just being real.
I know you are. I know you are. All right, the cafeteria scene. Oh man. Knowing that Sam could fight this whole time and all that, this would have gone differently. But the fact that Miguel has had enough of it, being called Rhea, getting the Pepto Bismol all over his head, getting beat up at the Halloween party, at the Halloween dance, and him disrespecting some girl in front of him. Well, not some girl, Sam, because he likes Sam. It's like, hey, like that one time I talked to you and you ignored me. Hi. Oh yeah, and they're bonding over chemistry, whatever, biology, something like that. And like, dude, I've had enough of you. Shut up. And like, Rhea, uh, Kai calls him Rhea again, and he's all like, we're gonna fight. And he does it. He does the whole fight scene. And like you said, Brandy, because I was told like, all right, I'm watching The Acolyte, and something big is gonna happen on episode 5, so I can't wait. That's next week. So I told Brandy this, and Brandy's all like, "It's always episode 5." You're right. It's always episode 5. It's like the big reveal, the big scene, and this is the cafeteria moment. Like I like to call everything nowadays the cafeteria moment.
The cafeteria moment.
The cafeteria moment. When there's a big fight, a big scene happening, like this is all they talk about, and it is. Something about that though, like I know I was watching it on YouTube at the time, but the spoilers are rough. Like you think you're watching, because I had the free stuff, like the free for a week, and I thought it was the episode that was gonna come up, and I click on it, and it starts at that scene. I'm like, who the hell posted this? Like what? So it was spoiled for me. That still, I was like so excited for it though. Like I had to go to the episode and actually watch it, and it was still the same thing. I was like, I was still loving it. It's all people talked about from that moment on. It went viral. People were watching it over and over again. What is it? 144 million people now. But even that scene alone, also, like, yes, that's the reason people came to see it.
Well, yeah, like Don said, it was a pivotal moment for sure.
For sure, pivotal moment. I loved it.
So you were saying about Sam not. We know that she can fight, but she didn't.
Yes.
What were you saying about that? What was your thought on that?
Like, had she actually fought him, like it would have gone a whole different way. We would have seen like, instead of the young kid, oh, this is what he was taught. Like, yeah, Miguel. and getting beating everybody that bullied him. We now have Sam's like, who? She's known how to fight this whole time and she didn't tell anybody. What?
So
That's
you
great.
think that she should have jumped in and
Help?
she should have jumped in and helped Miguel.
1 against 5? Yeah. Why not? Like he is doing this for her. She didn't ask for it, but he was like, hey, you know what? I'm tired of you. Stop messing around with people. Stop being a bully. Stop calling this girl a slut. And all that. And here comes Sam. She clenches her fist and then looks over at friggin' Miguel's like, oh, you're gonna do what now? And then they start beating him up, and she's just standing there like, oh my, oh no. And
But don't you
had it
think
gone
that would have taken away from Miguel's big moment?
I would think so.
Yeah.
big moment by himself.
Well, yeah.
Yeah,
He took them all on by himself. Like,
still got suspended. He still got detention.
Fun though.
Yeah,
exactly.
But at least punch somebody in the face. Like, oh hey there.
My favorite part was when he hit the kid in the face with the lunch tray.
The lunch tray fight against
the lunch tray.
The big guy. Like I keep forgetting his name. Brusque.
I don't even remember.
Like I don't remember any of the other people's names. I just know
Kyler
and Brusque. Like this dude, because like he came in with at the party for Yasmin, and then he saw Kyle, and he's all like, nah, I'm out. I'm gonna go. I see Miguel over there. I'm gonna go. He's all like, all right, bro, I'm coming with you. It's like, I don't know what's wrong, but I'm coming with you. It's like, I see what you see too. It's like, we ain't getting beat up tonight, man. And again, that too, like, Miguel, like, punched her or accidentally punched her, and, like, they made fun of it in the next scene, the next episode.
Oh, Hawk does, yeah.
Yeah, he did. That was him.
Too soon, buddy.
For sure. So what are we? Can't wait for season 2? Like, what are we looking forward to it? Like, I know what I'm looking forward to, like Crease. But what is anybody looking forward to? Like whoever hasn't watched the show, what do you recommend them looking forward to?
Well, you know how I feel about Crease. I'd like to hear Mike and Greg's thoughts about Crease.
Oh, I don't like them. I don't think there was one part of the whole series that I didn't like. That I liked them. I didn't like them the whole thing.
Yeah, I agree.
I just like felt like he was there, like such an old man thing to do. Like, well, are you gonna fight or are you just gonna train? And you just go like, is this why we have Terry Silver? Because you can't do anything?
Oh my God,
can't move
Terry
your legs.
Silver.
Oh. I did not see him in any fight scenes and anything. I was like, oh, here we go. Nothing happened.
No, I swear he has the same look as he did in Karate Kid.
He has the same look he has in
The same
Rambo.
death stare, death look. Yeah.
He has the same death stare in Rambo. That guy is acting is atrocious.
Yes.
You're not lying about that.
The same speech, the same everything. Is like it's him. It's basically him. All right. Anybody got anything to say about Cobra Kai?
In general?
And the first season in general, yes. Like, what do you love? What do you hate? what do you wish we can bring back? Because I would really love to know Miguel's asthma if it will ever come back. Magically, karate and your asthma leaves, and like, where did that
It's fake.
asthma go?
The peanut allergies and the asthma is all fake, according to Johnny.
If you're on the spectrum, get out of it real quick. Please.
Yeah, I'd like to hear more from Greg and Mike, their thoughts.
What did you hate? What did you like about the first season? What should they bring back more of?
I know it's been a while for Greg. I get that.
Well, what I loved about it was just the nostalgia factor of it.
Sir.
Like it was like going back in time, and
That's
just to see this, and just to see this new chapter with these new characters, and just getting all involved, and I can't say. I mean, I really didn't like. I mean, what I really didn't like about it, I wanted to know, like, what the hell? How the hell did Daniel get this dealership, and what's up? What have you been doing? Like, what the hell? How do you get this money? Well, like, what's up? But that's about it, though.
But he got that from winning the All Valley or something.
Both All Valleys.
Oh yeah, both. Yeah.
Oh, did Miyagi leave you some money before he passed, or what? What's up? Like,
Well, he did leave him all those cars.
The cars. Yeah.
But in general, though, it's a great series, and to anybody who has not watched it, who's listening, just be prepared for season 2. It's gonna get better. I'm not dropping no spoilers, but trust me, it will get better. And Increase is horrible, just like he was horrible in the.
And the what?
What happened?
Hold on, y'all. All right.
Yeah, go for it.
Kreese can't fight worth a damn. That's why Miyagi beat him. So
twice.
You know what I'm saying? So, but now it's going for those who haven't watched, just be prepared. It will be more nostalgia factors in season 2. That's all I'm gonna give you, and I will say just enjoy.
Yes, sir.
So you like those, like how they put in those flashbacks, Greg?
Yeah, I love that kind of stuff.
Yeah,
and
I do too.
Any kind of reboot or something like that. Yeah.
Yeah, I like how they're keeping it that way. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
What about you, Mike?
Love the music.
Well, I like Miyagi Go because it's outside, it's peaceful. You're happy outside out there, but in the Cobra Kai, you're inside. You get dark colors, so
I love that. That's so true.
Yeah, but obviously, I did like how it made Johnny and Miguel bond more, because when they first met, they didn't like Johnny didn't like Miguel, but as they were training in the building, they got to know each other.
That's true. At least Cobra Kai has a air conditioner.
True.
California can get hot, man, especially working outside. And I don't like the fact that Daniel is like working these kids, like
that's part of the process.
Giving him chores outside and
I got air conditioning.
105-degree weather.
That is messed up though, how them kids doing that kind of stuff though. That is kind of messed up.
Child labor.
Oh.
What'd you say, Mike?
Miyagi-Do was outside, so he had the fresh air. It's better.
Yeah, I agree.
Now on a hot
I
day,
would have.
otherwise.
I would have left.
I
I'm
was
going to Cobra.
just
I'm
like,
going to Cobra Kai.
shoot.
Where's cool at?
I don't even do the chores at home. What makes you think I'm going to do them here?
Trust the process.
I'm not washing no cars for nobody.
I'm mowing this lawn.
They get the mats and in the toilet. He had it worse.
Miguel had it worse with the toilet. Oh man, yeah, that's true. Oh, that's awesome. I love this. I love this, guys. You're just freaking awesome. I love it. Brandy, anything else? Anybody else got anything to add?
I don't think so.
I got something to add though. Don't you find it just amazing? Like for those of us who grew up with the original Karate Kid, would never dare to wear a Cobra Kai T-shirt, and now that this came out, that everybody is wearing a Cobra Kai T-shirt. Look at me. I got a Cobra Kai T-shirt and the Cobra Kai pajamas.
I got a Cobra Kai shirt. I did Cobra Kai TikToks.
I mean,
Yeah,
I just did
I've
a
done
karate.
Cobra Kai TikTok.
I just did a TikTok with a Cobra Kai shirt on last week. So you know what I'm saying? It is crazy to me. It's so much merchandise though. They making bank off of this stuff.
I
Cobra
know.
Kai,
Mhm.
Cobra Kai shirts, Cobra Kai
Video
board
games.
game,
Video
Cobra
games.
Kai shot glasses.
There it is.
It's crazy. It's crazy.
Hold on. Action figures? There any pops? Because I know.
I'm sure it is
There
though.
has to be. I would think so.
Yeah, they have action figures.
Of course they do.
Of course they do. Series 1. Yeah, pretty awesome. Pretty dope. The DVDs. They still have DVDs.
Okay. So I do have to ask, okay, but at least based on, because we're just discussing season 1 right now, based on season 1, Mike, are you I think I probably already know the answer to this, but are you team Johnny or are you team Daniel as of right now?
Daniel.
Okay. What about you, Greg?
Oh man. Casa, you know what? I'm gonna be team Daniel.
Bro!
Yeah.
Just because.
That wasn't me.
Just because.
It was Mike's whole thing about the outside, right?
Outside.
I'm still an inside man. I don't want to go outside. I have agoraphobia, so I'm gonna stay inside in the cool weather and the air conditioner. I sweat a lot, so yeah. I'm team
So you're team Johnny.
Team Johnny. You? Of
Me?
course, team Daniel. Yeah,
Me?
you.
No. No. I am team Johnny now. I was team Daniel then, but now I'm team Johnny.
Exactly. All right. Good. There you go. That's awesome. All right. It's getting hot. Everybody ready to go? I need this air
Bro, for
conditioner
turn
back
that
on.
AC back on.
I am about to.
You should damn that. You should damn that. Damn Cobra Kai. You get shoot. I don't blame you, bro.
Alan Jackson, I need you right now. Oh man. All right, that is going to do it for this episode. We will be back next week, so join us for another scene by scene episode breakdown of season 2 of Cobra Kai on Netflix. And if you feel you want to do a little bit more, follow and support us on Instagram, the Threads, YouTube, M3P Network on the Twitter. Follow and join the lives on TikTok at Evolution of a Geek by subscribing and joining us show up live stream to hang out with the rest of the M3P community, like everyone here. And I will shout you out at the end of every episode, like Men Smiling, Little Linguini, Brandy, Lorefield fam, Hope Saint. Is that Hope Saint?
Home
That's right.
Saints. Yep.
That's right.
That's right. That's right. Mini Mommy, Celeste, Cupcake, Alexandria, Queen of Cats 90, Squirrely Bree, Kimmy, Feeling Free, LB, Tender Surrender, Forever Jane, Bunny Rabbit, Jessa, Tanya Rose 78, Georgia Elizabeth, Purple Moose, Crafting, Prince of the Year, Nerd in Texas Podcast, Little Creative Tina, Strawberry Milk, Mr. Misery, JC, Leanna, Sandra J, Celtic Panda, Randall, Greg, Mike Dub, Lucky the Dork Dad. Of course, Greg and Mike are here with me. Fucking awesome people. All right. Thank you for supporting, listening to the podcast. Join the TikTok live, being a huge part of my third place community. So tell your friends. Join us next time for more behind the scenes stories, movies, and TV show reviews. I'm Evo.
I'm Brandy.
I'm Mike.
I'm Greg.
And remember,
Strike first.
No mercy.
strike. Went straight to no mercy. Strike hard. Don't forget that. Thank you guys. Fucking awesome. I love this. Oh, my brothers. Y'all have a great night.
You too, brother.
Yep.
Love you, man.
Love you too, man. Thanks for stopping in. Love you guys.